welcome back. We are now in the kitchen with local chef John Brennan making a delicious, oh, did you hear that? Veal porterhouse masala. Thank you for being here this
thanks for having me.
Ooh, what made you want to show us how to make this one?
You know, so this is one of the dishes that we're featuring at Olives and Oil on our a la carte menu for New Year's Eve. So I figured it's a delicious little dish, and I wanted to come on and show you guys.
There's nothing little about this.
Yeah.
So how do you start it?
So we start off by searing this veal porterhouse, which is pretty much the same as a beef porterhouse, just a little bit smaller. And we deglaze with some of that marsala wine. We add a little bit of demi-glaze and some wild mushrooms.
Now, when it comes to veal steaks, do you sear it the way you would any other steak?
Yeah,
really high heat kind of thing?
Same thing. I would do really high heat. I would sear it just the way you do any other steak.
Okay.
Just realize the cuts are going to be a little bit smaller than what you're used to for the beef.
Sure.
But some people don't really like cooking veal, but it's one of these traditional Italian style things, and it's really delicious. Is it
traditionally Italian on New Year's Eve, or just in general?
Just in general.
Okay.
Just in general. But it's always nice to have a good veal chop.
And you had some mushrooms with it. What kind of mushrooms do you use?
So these are some hen of the woods mushrooms. We use these for a couple different dishes. Yeah, we get an exotic blend depending on what time of year it is. We get some different style mushrooms in.
And these are like, I don't cook with these, but what are you using here to take out the Brussels sprouts?
These are just some cooking tongs. So they're just almost like
really thin.
Yeah,
my tongs at home are not that tiny.
They're like they're tweezers, so they're like a little bit in between tongs and tweezers in there. So it's nice for like some small plating options like that.
Yeah, I like that. That's a lot easier than what I use at home. So how did you deglaze this?
So we sear up that meat in there, get some of the fat rendering, and then heavy salt and pepper, a little bit of fresh herbs. Then right in there, when that pan's really hot, we throw in the marsala wine. You can get that at any grocery store. They even sell it outside of the liquor store. Deglaze with that marsala wine. Put in a little bit of demi-glaze, which is veal stock. You can also buy that in the grocery store in the frozen section. A little bit of salt and pepper, the mushrooms, and just let it reduce.
Looks beautiful. I have a searing question for you, no pun intended.
Yeah, sure.
Do you use marsala wine for anything else besides chicken or veal marsala?
For some pickling dishes, there's some good options.
But you don't actually drink it ever, right?
A high-end marsala wine you could use as like an after-dinner drink.
Oh,
It's almost similar to like a sherry wine or a port wine.
So do you have some big New Year's Eve plans, Chef Brennan?
I'll be cooking in the kitchen at Elm City Social. We have our 6-course Hemingway and Havana dinner. We still have a couple tickets on sale for that. And then over at my other kitchen in Olives and Oil, we have an a la carte menu all night. We have tons of reservations, so if you're looking to come out and join us, make your reservations soon. But we have pasta and gnocchi and chocolate mousse cakes, and we're doing a Prosecco toast at midnight over there. And over at the Hemingway dinner, we have all kinds of Latin-inspired Cuban fare that I picked up on my trip to Cuba last year.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so
is that what inspired the menu?
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Nice.
It was hard not to be inspired by Havana,
It's supposed to be such a beautiful place. I've never been.
It was amazing,
So you just throw it on top there.
Right on top there, just like that.
Oh, it looks good. Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you so much, Chef Brennan. I appreciate it. This is great.
Thank you for having me.
I have to dig in. Looks good.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Happy New Year's Eve.
Thank you.
All right. So New Year's Eve will be, of course, here before you know it. So if you still need plans, you can head over and see them at Elm City Social or at Olives and Oil. But we've got so many options for you if you don't live close to New Haven, or if you just don't want to come to New Haven, or there's all sorts of things happening in the Elm City along the shoreline. Head to our website, WTNH.com, or the free News 8 app. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.